Now, Channel 2 weather with meteorologist Tracy Sinclaire.
Good evening. Well, here in Anchorage, we are no strangers to black bears in our backyard, but this is a little different. Check this out. We've got a bear that is walking across a backyard fence. We think maybe he's training to be a future circus tightrope walker.
That's
impressive.
Cute. That is impressive too. Look at him go.
I just wonder what he's heading toward. You know,
I was thinking the same thing.
Got to be coming after something. So we want to thank our viewer, Casey Ferguson, for sending in that video. We love to see your videos. You can send them to us right here at KTUU. Just an amazing shot. This is what it looks like outside our window over the last 6 hours or so. Yeah, we had just a few clouds coming through. Really not that much. It's been pretty mild out there, but it was enough to keep those temperatures a little bit on the muted side. And that's kind of what we expect for tomorrow. We are looking for the clouds to come in. That area of high pressure that we were expecting to kind of move out of South Central held strong for one more day. But now it is showing signs of weakening. So for our Saturday, look for those mostly cloudy skies to come in. Temperatures are going to stay nice and warm overnight, about 50 degrees starting at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then by the afternoon, really only into the upper 50s to low 60s for our daytime highs. And of course, those clouds are going to stick around. So here's what it looks like on our satellite radar. We've got this new system approaching from the southwest. This will mainly be impacting the Aleutian Islands and Alaska Peninsula, but eventually it does kind of creep in to southwest Alaska, and this continued sort of broad circulation in the Gulf of Alaska, kind of kicking off a few showers around Prince William Sound, but most of them staying offshore. So not much going on. It is looking like, though, we're starting to see a few showers pop up in the valley. So don't be surprised if you see some of these afternoon showers coming through. We did have some warmer temperatures. Not quite as warm as yesterday. Talkeetna yesterday at this hour, you were at 77 degrees. Today, you're at 68. Certainly can't complain about that, though. Into the mid to upper 60s around Palmer and Wasilla. Kenai also yesterday, you were at 70 degrees, now at 55. A little bit warmer around Iliamna. They're checking in at 71 this hour. They get to be the warm spot around South Central. For tomorrow, most of the region back into that cloud cover. We're looking for increasing clouds around Valdez, Cordova, Seward, all the way into the Susitna Valley. Talkeetna, again, you're going to be one of the warmer spots into the mid 60s. And around Palmer and Wasilla, similar conditions. Increasing clouds overnight tonight, and you'll see some mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures, though, into the mid to low 60s. Overnight lows staying into those upper 40s. So yes, we are looking for some nice warm temperatures overnight. It's feeling safe for my plants outside. Tomorrow, temperatures in the low 60s for the Anchorage area. We'll see those mostly cloudy skies. Really slight chances of seeing any sort of rain coming through. Near 50 degrees for our overnight low on Saturday. That cloud cover moves in and it sticks around all the way through the weekend and into next week. Now, the good news is the weekend's going to be the warmer portion of the week as we're heading out and about. But Monday, we're at about a 30% chance we're going to see some rain showers coming through, and then mostly cloudy skies through the week. Best chance to see any sort of rain is going to be next Thursday and Friday, where we have about a 40% chance. Still, really slight chances, so it's going to get a little dry and crispy out there. Be extra cautious if you're out recreating. Now, if you are heading out and about tonight, well, you're looking for a low of about 47 degrees, so pretty mild, and some increasing clouds. And again, only those slight chances to see any sort of showers coming through. So it's going to be a mild weekend.
We'll have to take it.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Trace.
And that's right. Channel 2's Tracy Sinclaire joins us with our wildfire outlook for the fire season. Hi, Tracy.
Well, there are a number of factors, of course, that go into determining fire danger: temperature, humidity, wind, and ignition. Some of those we can forecast. Some of them we can't. Here are a couple that we can talk about. Across the state, the forecast is for warmer than normal temperatures. This is through the whole summer, in particular in June. Now, parts of the interior are also looking at below average rain totals for June. After that, we're looking at average rainfall. So overall, that means we're expecting a normal wildland fire season, which for Alaska is still significant, and it's a large amount of land. So as of May 30th, we do have several areas that are normally dry dry. That's in the southwest and interior. Now, we're not looking at drought levels in these areas, of course, but they are drier than normal. Within one of these areas, we've got one red flag warning that's already going into place tomorrow, starting at noon, lasting until 10 p.m. We're looking at low relative humidity levels, strong winds, and that could mean any sort of ignition could spread rapidly, so extra caution is needed. We continue this dry trend, at least for the near future. I'll have the statewide forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
We've got a lot going on here tonight in the Weather Center, including the potential for some aurora activity.
That's right, Caslin. There have been at least 5 sizable solar flares in the past 3 days. Now, the biggest one was yesterday, and this video shows 2 flares that occurred yesterday morning. The first one was categorized as an X2.2. The second one is an X9.3, and the number indicates its strength. 2 is twice as big as a 1, and 3 is 3 times as intense. That's the way that goes. That 9.3 was the biggest they've seen in over a decade. So what it means for us is a good chance to see the aurora. The most recent model forecast is there. It's primarily going to be a northern event. The lower 48 doesn't get to see this one. The Geophysical Institute is rating high plus activity for the next couple of hours. But of course, it all depends on the weather, and unfortunately much of Alaska is going to be under cloudy skies. Take a chance, after the news, go out and check out the skies. Could see some breaks in the clouds. Could be some fabulous aurora, and if you get good pictures, send them to weatherpics@ktuu.com.
Unfortunately, it's going to be a little cloudy, though, but there might be some breaks. You can always,
there
cross
might
your
be
fingers
some,
for
that's
it.
right. There might be some breaks, and tomorrow we're also supposed to have good aurora. Got another chance, so we'll talk about that and what your likelihood of seeing some sunshine tomorrow. It's all coming up in the forecast next.
And while all eyes are on Irma today, that storm is not alone. Tracy, what else is going on in the Atlantic?
Well, Rebecca, in the Atlantic Basin tonight, there are 3 different hurricanes. 2 of them are major hurricanes. Off the coast of Mexico, we have Katya. That is a Category 2 storm right there. And we also have Jose to the east. This is a Category 4 storm. The good news about Jose, it's not likely to hit the mainland area of the United States. But of course, the storm that we're all watching is the one in the middle, Hurricane Irma. It's expected to make a direct hit on Florida. Tonight, Hurricane Irma is a Category 4 storm, but it's expected to increase to a Category 5 by the time it hits the southern coast of Florida. So by Sunday afternoon, we're looking at an even stronger storm that comes through. Now, the forecast path has moved a little farther to the west, but by Monday, it should be down to tropical storm status. The dangers with Irma are different from Harvey. The biggest danger with Irma is going to be the storm surge, which could reach up to 12 feet of water pushing onshore. We're going to be watching this storm all week, and we'll keep you updated with the latest.
All right.
Every year about this time, the sea ice in the Arctic stops retreating and begins rebuilding. Scientists track the point when the sea ice is at its lowest total coverage, and this year's ice minimum was the 8th lowest in the satellite era. Now, this is preliminary data because there is still a chance changing winds or a late season melt could reduce the extent. While it's more ice than last year's second lowest expanse, it's still way below what we've seen in the past.
There is no year prior to 2007 in the satellite record that had the minimum daily ice coverage as low as this year.
Here's why this is important. The sea ice helps keep the polar regions cool, which in turn helps moderate the temperature across the rest of the globe. When sea ice melts, the highly reflective surface also disappears, which means the open water can absorb more heat, which warms the oceans and causes more sea ice to melt. Loss of sea ice affects our environment, communities, and industries.
The impacts on the changing sea ice for Alaska, of course, are very important, really profound changes ongoing, not projected in the future, but happening right now.
The Climate Prediction Center says the extensive open water will likely cause air temperatures over the Beaufort and Chukchi Seas and along the north slope of Alaska to be far above average through this autumn. Some research shows we could see ice-free summers in the Arctic as early as the next 20 years.